Hi Flosstube, it is Helen D. Today is actually Monday, April 25th. I normally film on Tuesdays, but I can't film tomorrow, although I'll probably upload tomorrow. I have an eye appointment tomorrow morning with eye dilation, so I'm basically going to look like a vampire tomorrow. So I thought I'll either film Monday or Wednesday. I didn't think it was going to happen today. It has been one loud outdoor thing after another all day. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was just gathering up my stuff and my husband says, "Oh, it's heavy equipment across the street." They had like a backhoe loader and ripped up my neighbor's entire front lawn. So I don't know if, Emmy's meowing at birds. I don't know if they're now going to sod. We have terrible grass up here, so we'll see. Or if they're just giving up and they're gonna mulch and garden the whole thing. In which case I'll be a little jealous. That happened. There was a leaf blower, there was a lawnmower, and the other neighbors. It's been one thing after another. But here I am. Hopefully I remember what I was going to talk to you about because it's been a long day. But I hope you're doing well. Today was the first day back at school. We had April vacation last week. So from here on in, the school year will zip right through. I think we have a day off for Memorial Day. That might be it. And then Maine, typically we get out the second to third week in June because we start late. We have a whole bunch of vacations. I don't know. We're always on vacation. But that means we end up staying a little longer. So that's fine. That'll go through mid-June. We finally have started to make some summer plans. We have our West Virginia trip booked to see my husband's grandmother. My son has a couple of camps local. So we have a week, 5 nights at an Airbnb here in Maine with my sister's family and my parents. So it's gonna zip. It's gonna zip by. But we will jump into some stitching to start. Huge thank you again to start because I had done my, I meant to bring it down. It didn't happen. I know, we all hear you. We all hear you. I did my 10,000 subscriber giveaway last week, which wasn't a giveaway, it was a freebie chart. So that is, she started to go outside a little and that's what she wants to do. Now she's on the table. Yeah, that's lemonade, so good luck drinking that. Fixed you. She was going for my water. That is available on my link tree, which I will link below. I've already seen a couple people stitch it up on Instagram. I had a couple people send me an email with a picture of their finish, so I'm so glad that people enjoy it. It's a quick stitch. You can change the colors. So that's great. I always love it when I see people actually stitch one of my little charts. So thank you for that. And I wanted to mention again that Carla at Cobweb Corner is doing 10% off in kind of celebration. The code is HD10K, and it's good on everything except individual flosses. She has some floss packs that it does work on, but individual flosses does not work. And that's good through the end of May. So I will put a link down below that when you click on the link, it should put the code automatically in your cart, but just double check. And if you have a problem when you're checking out, just reach out to Carla before you check out because it's much easier. She can't really fix the problem once you've already paid and all that. So that's that. One other quick thing before I forget, I had a couple people reach out. Last video, I showed my finish of the primitive hair snail. I think technically it's called Count Once, Stitch Twice. That chart is now available at 123 Stitch. It originally was a market exclusive from like 2018, 2019, but it's now available on 123 Stitch if you're interested. They actually must have taken on a bunch of primitive hair charts because there's a bunch of new ones of hers. And that is all. Now we're all up to speed. Stitching wise, I have stuff to show, and then I'm gonna go over some plans because I don't have a ton to show. You'd think I would with vacation, but I don't. But I had to start with a little something I got in the mail. that made me laugh and laugh and laugh. So I get this envelope from Carla, but like a standard, like regular envelope. Like, that was weird. It's all weird shaped. And I open it up. I picked it up on the way to tennis, and he ran in. And I'm like, I'm gonna open this envelope first. So she made me, she has I think it's a Cricut. She made me a little 10K, you did it, and a patch. Carla has an embroidery machine on her sewing machine, like a machine embroidery. So I have my own patch. It made me laugh so hard. So thank you, Carla. That was really, really sweet. I had a huge finish, but I can't show you. I finished I call it my Chrono Trigger piece, but that's not the official name. Far Away Times by Pick Stitch. I finished that piece the day before Halloween. It's the Saturday before Halloween. Stayed up way too late Friday night, pushed it Saturday, got it done. Michael's was having 70% off framing, so I went directly there and dropped it off. I don't get a tons of things framed. I knew with that one I think I wanted mats, so I took it up, dropped it off. I have a picture, so, whoops, I thought I just turned that off. Go away. Okay, so it's done. But I will have the full framed piece to show you, probably my next video. So it is all done. That was my Monday, Tuesday stitch. I'm glad to have it done. I enjoyed it. The gamer piece that I did from Pick Stitch, I found that one harder because it had more teeny tiny, like, pixely people with a lot more color changes. And with this one, like, I would actually go through a whole piece of floss in one color before I would have to change it. So I thought it went a little quicker. So that was my only, I lied again. That was not my only FO. That will be my only FFO, but not yet. So when that one was done, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna stitch on whatever I want to. I always stitch on whatever I want to, but I'm really gonna stitch on whatever is calling to me. And then I think in May, I'm not doing Mania or anything major, but I think I am going to do like one start or one whip and focus on it for the week. And I did pull those to show you. So I had been working on the Summer Berries from Erica Michaels. They're all in one bag. So these are part of the hashtag Berry Season Sal that we've been doing this year. And I had started with this one, which is kind of hard to see there, but this is what it looks like. So it says the living is easy. I stitched mine on 32 count cream Lugana. I believe this is just cream. And I did use all the called for colors, but I switched. Like this heart was supposed to be the orange and I used the purple. And this glass was supposed to be white, but you couldn't really see it. So I used one of the colors that's used in one of the other, it's green onion and it's used in one of the other charts in this pack. So I just pulled it out and used it. So this one is done. And then while we're in this pack, while we're in this bucket, I've been working on the summertime one. So this is all one floss. It's Deep Blue Sea from Classic Colorworks. And I'm almost done. I've got some swirly gigs down here. I think there's a couple over here. And then the words good ol are 1 over 1 above summer. And that one will be done. So that's this one, and this one is on 32 count white Lugana, and then I have to do that middle one, which I pulled a piece of 32 count, I think this is Dove Lugana, and I cut it to size. So that's my berry update. To plug away on those. I think I've mentioned that for me, the goal with these is I would like to get them fully finished before the end of the school year so that when I put my summer stuff up, I can put them up. So I'm on track with those. So then, I forgot one. And it's been such a day, I'm not going upstairs to get it for you. Everyone's home at this point. I pulled out, I'll show you on my phone, I pulled out a Teresa Kogut ornament that I wanted to work on way back in January and I hadn't gotten to it yet. So it is this little, it's a pack of 2 and I did the reindeer. Hers are done full coverage, but I did mine on a 16 count black so that I didn't have to stitch all that black, and I'm hoping to finish it in that same shape. So he was cute. He took a little bit more time than I thought. It's 16 count black Ada. My stitches would have looked nicer on a 14 count, but then the ornament would have been really big, and I like my ornaments a little on the smaller side. It's still gonna be kind of on the big side. So I worked on that and finished it. Then I'm like, well, what's calling to me? And what was calling to me was Autumn Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches. So this is I love me some long, skinny pieces. This had been my car stitch, and I had gotten done this section, apple picking, and half that sunflower. So I picked it back up. I'm going to pop it off. I'm stitching mine on 14 count Picture This Plus Legacy Ada. And I had like the fat quarter, so an 18 by 27, and I just cut it in half the long skinny way. So I had Autumn Rules, go apple picking, half that flower, and then I got done the rest of the flower, give thanks, and visit the pumpkin patch. This stitches up so quick. I love it. I might take this with me this weekend. I'm going to the Frugal Yankee retreat in Connecticut, and because this is on a 14 count, it's very easy to see. So that one, I think, might go with me up there. So I worked on that. I've already got cat hair all over me. So when I was waiting for all the noise to stop, I thought, oh, well, one of the other things I have to do this week is make muffins for the freezer. I made a double batch of muffins. I managed to not get flour all over this black shirt. I managed to not get dishwater all over me. The noise didn't stop. Now I'm covered in cat hair. So that's, yeah, I forgot the reindeer. It is what it is. So that's what I've been working on. I forgot another one. This one's here though. Hold on. Emmy, go entertain. Go entertain the people. Go entertain. This one was just my car project, which I just had to pull back out into the car because of pickup. But I got quite a bit, so I want to show you. This is Maryland Blue Crab by Ardith Design. And I got the whole crab done. Needle minder's right in the way. Hold on. There. Ooh, light. I got the whole crab done, and then at pickup today I started the border. So this is the piece I told you. It's first of all, it's on a 16 count Picture This Plus Ada. I think it's earthen. It's like a pinky toned. So this one came with 5 yards of a Silks for You silk. Amanda May of Ardith Design stitched it one over. She's used an 18 count, but only used 1 strand of floss. And I like to use 2 strands of floss, especially because that is 16. I wasn't sure I was going to have enough floss. So I thought, well, I'll start with the crab and then go from there. And if I need to sub in some other colors, I will. I used 3 yards of floss on the crab. I didn't do 1X at a time. I would do a whole row and then go back, or like a whole little section and then cross it. So I have 2 full yards left. I think I'll be okay because it's just really the border and those little bits. So I think I'll be okay. I gotta put my needle minder and my needle back on there. There. So that's my car project. And that's on my whips. Yep. So the other stuff I pulled out to show you, like I said, I thought in the month of May, I've never done a full start 18 things, 19 things, 31 things. Like I'm not up for that. What I've done in the past some years is I will do 1 new start a week and give it the whole week. Sometimes if I pick smaller pieces, I can get them done. Or I get a really good start on something that then I can finish up later, because you guys know I stitch a lot of seasonal things. So I went through, and this weekend is the Frugal Yankee retreat. I actually picked out 2 things to start for this weekend, because one of them's on a Lugana and I don't know how the lighting will be, and then the other one's on a Nada, so I have options. And then I have 1 whip that I barely started last year and really want some more progress in, so that's going to get a week, and then 3 new starts. So in no particular order, here's what I pulled. I just zipped that back up. All right, here is the whip, if you can call it a whip. Do we call that a whip? It's just a bee. This is the Hands-On Design Block Party 31st. So here's the whole outer side. And then the top. And then the bottom of this one actually has like the bottom of the pumpkins. So I started this, I think, last Halloween, and like, that's all I got. So if this needs any chance of getting done for this year, it needs some serious love. So this is on a 16 count chalkboard Aida. So it's not a solid black, it's the chalkboard black. I'm using the called for fancy floss, except I won't use the fancy floss when I do the back stitch, and to sew them together, I will use the DMC conversion because that chews up a ton of floss. So there's one. This is one that I'm planning to start for Frugal Yankee. And this is a Primrose Cottage All American. I thought this one would be good because the piece of fabric I pulled out is a 14 count Aida, so it's easy to see. The red is a fancy floss. It's LA hot sauce, I think. And then the others are DMC. My only problem with these Primrose charts is they're nice and sturdy. The chart, like here's the fold, the chart goes to here. So part of the chart is on the fold. When my husband went to the dump this weekend, I'm like, ooh, you have to go to the library. Can you make me a photocopy? Because if they photocopy it on the big paper, then I can just cut it, you know, and cut like all the floss and stuff off and have the full chart. My guy at the library wasn't there on Saturday. So he came back with like 6 pages. He's like, you have options. They couldn't figure out how to get just this size page. So I'll make it work, or I'll take it back when my guy is there because he knows. So I grabbed a piece of fabric. This is a 14 count color and cotton. I was in their fabric club ages ago. And on the Facebook group, again, years ago, she had posted that this piece, if anyone wants it, it has a couple dye spots. So like, it was a freebie, whoever said me please first, and it happened to be me. So it has a couple like little dye spots. I'm gonna start right in the middle of this, and this whole situation is gonna be right on top of that, so you'll never know. And there's a couple others. It'll be fine. So that is one. put that in my new New Zealand bag. Emmy hasn't had a chance to sleep on that one yet. She will greatly appreciate it. This one, ooh, I don't have a picture. This one is a Halloween piece. It's called Haunted Garden, I believe. Yeah, come on up here. She really wants to go outside. She has to be supervised. And I haven't had time today. She's been sniffing around at our chipmunks. She hasn't caught one yet because he's too smart for her. But she can smell where he's been, so she likes to sniff around. We have a little rock wallish area that she can sniff. All right, Haunted Garden. It's by Una Buena Pieza on Etsy, which I will post. So I don't know how well you can see that. It's got all like these little creepy trees and all these fun things. It's kind of long. It's 110 by 220. All DMC. Some really pretty DMC colors. And I'm gonna do a black 16 count, black Ada. Now, one caveat with this chart. It's multiple pages. This is a newer designer. She only has she has quite a few charts on her page, but she's fairly new. There is no overlap between pages. So when the time comes, I'm just gonna have to match up the little elements and go with it, which is fine. But just to keep that in mind, if someone has an issue with that, there's no like grayed out 2 or 3 bars. There's none of that. So that one's ready. This is the other one I'm planning on starting. We'll do this one last because there's a purchase involved with that one. Get these open. This is one I need to do for my aunt. I got this from Market. It was a new release from Plum Street. Corgi Stack, Corgi Caboodle by Plum Street. It's all DMC. And I pulled a piece of the fabric I can never remember. Country French Cafe Mocha Ada, 16 count. So that will go on there. And then the last one, before the one with the purchase, I needed another Satsuma Street going. So I'm going to do Verano, which is the summer. This one I pulled a, I didn't pull white, no. 14 count Ariel, Ada from Picture This Plus. So it's a bright light blue. And the colors are so fun. There's all these DMCs and there's a bunch of like the variegated ones, like the low numbers for the border, and then some of like the 4120s and stuff. Because that border is all one floss. It just is really variegated. It's the variegated ones that I don't usually like to stitch with because they take forever to change the color. But in that case of a big border like that, it works. All right, and then the last start, this will be a this weekend start, is Patriotic Tiny Town from Heart and Hand. I pulled a piece, I had a piece of Dapple. Is that the call for? No, Feldspar is the call for. I had a piece of Dapple, which I thought would look great, but it was a full fat quarter and I didn't want to cut it just for a little strip because I had a strip of Vintage Stormy Night, 32 count Lugana. I'm like, I'll just use this. It's just big enough that I can fit it on my 6-inch Q-snap. I'll probably like Frankenstein it to be a 6x8 and then just move it around. So I love these. This is the first one I've started. I have plans to do more, and I've been looking for something to display them on. I hadn't started them because I didn't really know what I wanted to do to finish them. I love the drum, but then you can only see one little bit, and I didn't want to lose any of it. So I had found this caddy thing at Michael's, and I thought it was going to work. I thought I'd have to take off like one house, make it a tinier town. But then when I was at Target this past weekend, I was just like, oh, let me look and see what they have. And I found this wire caddy. It's a wire bin, really. It's by Bright Room. Bright Room wire bin. Just the number. It was $12, although it was not rang up for $8. It says it is 13 3/4 long. Now I'm sure that means from here to here. And I need to actually measure what this space is, because the tiny towns on a 16 count are 11 inches. 32 or 16 count, they're 11 inches. So if I want to finish it like this with some fabric behind it, 13 inches will be about right. So that's my plan, and then I'll figure out a way to like hang it on there. We'll see what that looks like when the time comes. And then I will have to find, this is deep. I wanted a basket like this so that space-wise, I could have it on the front and then use it for smalls, so that I'm not, like, I can still use my space. This is really deep and you wouldn't be able to see them, but I thought if I put something in there to bump them up, I actually bought some clearanced white Easter grass, like the papery kind. I'm gonna start with that. I don't know how many cats are gonna rip that out and pull it all over the house. So that may not be a permanent solution, but it's at least a start. So that's my May plans. Bonus May plans. Not really mania, but just some new starts. And then when June comes, I'm going to start another Monday, Tuesday piece. I think it will be cardinal points. Yeah, we know. Yeah, so I think I'm going to start cardinal points for Monday, Tuesday, and see if I can get some good progress on that this year. Giveaways. They got buried from when I put stuff away. They're on the bottom. Okay, giveaways. So last week, in addition to the 10% off that she's offering, Carla has given me a couple of charts for you for giveaways. So in the last video, we had 2 charts from Cobweb Corner. We had the antique scissors. This went to Melody Hurley. And then Waxing Moon Summer House Trio goes to Jennifer Knits, N-I-T-Z. I've commented on both your comments. Giveaway rules, you have to be 18 so you can legally give me your address. Please don't say the word giveaway. I'd appreciate it if you're a subscriber, and go check out Carla's Flosstube channel as well at Cobweb Corner, which I will link below. If I don't hear from people by the next video, I give like a last call and then I will redraw. I am all caught up, so we're good to go there. So that is last week's. So this week we have 2 charts from Carla. I'm laughing because this one is Dreaming Mrs. Claus. It's a Barbara Anna. Carla on her last video, or a couple videos ago, when she ordered this one, this was a stitch along with Creative Poppy, and now it's just out as a full chart. I had seen on her website that she had like 30 copies. I'm like, oh, she must think that one's gonna be really popular. And then on her Flosstube, when she was showing new inventory, she said, yeah, my fingers typed in 30 when I meant to type in 3. But instead of like sending them back, I'll just see what I can do. So they're on sale, and the 10% will work on the sale items. But I thought, oh, I'll grab one of those for a giveaway. So Dreaming Mrs. Claus. If you'd like this one, use the word dreaming. And then Homespun Elegance, Delivering Summer. There's a whole series of these homespun elegance one, and Carla has been trying to get them all in stock. So I thought this one was perfect for summer. If you're interested in this one, use the word watermelon. All one word, watermelon. So that is this week's video's Carla charts. And then I had a couple people send in some charts, including another copy of Patriotic Tiny Town, which still has the buttons. They didn't use the buttons. So if you're interested in this one, use the word patriotic. And then, because this video took so long for me to make today, the mail has come. And Whitney, who had won a giveaway, had sent me a thank you. And included in that thank you was mistletoe kisses. This is a great chart. It has all three. So 2 berries and the candy cane wishes and mistletoe kisses, like how you can do them together. I've done both of these, and then I've done a pillow, but just with this because I stitched it on a 25 count. So if you're interested in this chart, use the word kisses, like Hershey, kisses. So thank you, Whitney. We'll get that one right out there. They did this one on straw, but I did it on Vintage Country Mocha, and it looks great. The whites really pop. Whitney also sent me some beautiful coloring cotton flosses and some really cute charms. There's some cute snowflakes in here. I'm kind of buried. So thank you. And the cute little card. With a little bird. So that came today. Which is going to lead us right into a couple other gifts and thank yous. Last video I meant to thank Terry because Terry sent me a bunch of charts and they were in my bag and I hadn't even gone through them yet, and then I forgot to thank her. So thank you, Terry, for those. They will be put to good use. I had another thank you. I don't know, the frog is thanking me. That might not be what we all want. Jane had won a giveaway and she sent me this cute little notepad, sticky notes, so thank you. And then Amanda May at Artist Design, she sent me a 10,000 subscriber thank you. She sent me her new book. She just released this at Market. It's called A Rainbow of Threads and Garden Beds. This is really cool because it has, like Stefan from Saturday Night Live, it has everything. It has wool projects, it has cross stitch, it has punch needle. Some of the things are just full on like craft projects. So it's really, really good stuff. It has great directions for making stuff. And if you're into samplers, this gorgeous, I can't see you guys, this gorgeous reproduction sampler. The colors are really pretty. Where's the little parrots? They're not parrots, they're birds. Here they are. These are punch needle. They're these little birds, and she shows you how to do the stand-up feet. Just looking to see if on the back it kind of showed everything. It doesn't, but really, really cute. Here's a cross stitch, garden bed. It's a really, really well done book. So thank you so much, Amanda. That's super cute. So there's that. And then Chelsea Olesh had sent me some more charts. Chelsea has a Flosstube channel, which I can link below. She sent me a couple giveaway charts too, so those are still upstairs. And then for purchases, just a couple tiny things. When Carla sends me charts for you guys, she sends a couple for me as well. This was a reprint from Prairie Schooler that had been out, so I got that one. I like these because they're small. And then another one of those deliverings. This is delivering plenty. I love the squirrely chipmunk thing right on the turkey because that's where it would be. I also did an order with Carla, and I got myself a copy of Sweet Summer Come Again. This is a blackbird. This is like a needle, tiny drum. I want to do that as a strawberry. That's my plan. And a couple flosses. Carla sells Gentle Arts in the 10-yard skeins. She just got a new shipment in, and she had 2 colors I've been keeping an eye out for. So I finally got a skein of maple syrup. It's been out forever. And Wood Rose, which this is used in the new Brenda Gervais book with the 4 seasons charts. Maple syrup is like my favorite brown. So I got 2. They're the 10-yard skeins. Probably should have gotten 2 of this one because she's already sold out again. And I am in the Just Another Button Company Pin Mini Club, which I think comes 3 or 4 times a year. I just started this year. It comes with a little chart with some wool applique, and then these are the pins. So they're perfect for summer. And that's it. And the basket, the Target thing. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm going to the Frugal Yankee retreat Friday. It's my first retreat. It's the first time I've gone anywhere by myself since March of 2020. I went to Market in March of 2020, and I haven't been anywhere since. So I'm nervous and excited at the same time. There's a good group of us going. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 from like my local Stitchy group, and then another group from the Southern Maine Stitcher group, which I haven't even had a chance to meet them yet. They kind of meet up at Panera down in Westbrook, and I haven't made it down. So that'll be great to finally meet them in person. And just a bunch. I think there's 37-ish of us going. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I started going through stuff for the freebie table. I have a giant bag because I haven't been anywhere for 2.5 years to share my things. So that would be exciting. So I hope you all have a good rest of the week. I'm sure I forgot something because I feel a little off doing this now, rushed at the end of the day. It's been a day. But I will see you in a couple weeks and let you know how Frugal Yankee went and update you on how I'm doing for May. So thank you all so much. I will talk to you later. Bye.